My time is never up.
Oh, easy, Cheetah. All right, before we begin the show, let's thank our sponsors. First and foremost, our title sponsor, Once Upon a Coconut. All-natural, non-GMO coconut water with natural electrolytes and no added sugar. You can choose from pure blueberry, pineapple, watermelon, sparkling energy, and chocolate flavors with Once Upon a Coconut. Stay hydrated and refreshed. And if you're wondering why it tastes so darn good, it's due to a combination of factors, including the freshness and sweetness of young coconut water, the lack of additives, and the natural electrolytes present. And the best part about it, Once Upon a Coconut, 10% of profits go to charity that benefit our communities, including the Down Syndrome Foundation, Breast Cancer Foundation, Leukemia Society. Good things, good people, great product. So you can grab it at some Sprouts, you can grab it on Amazon, you can go online to find a store near you or purchase it right there off of their website, onceuponacoconut.com. It is delish. Big thanks to Inspect All Pest Services, our buddy Nick and the crew over at Inspect All Pest Services, providing the highest quality termite, pest, and wildlife control. That's not all they do. Inspect All can take care of your insulation, pressure washing, gutter maintenance, and other home services in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding areas. Remember, seasonal, you get different bugs and critters all around your house, so you want to go with the best in the business, and that would be one of our fine sponsors from day one, InspectAllServices.com. It's the Mad Dog, Manny Aurora, with the Aurora Law Firm, best darn defense attorney in the world, litigating all over the United States, based out of Georgia. We're talking criminal defense, white-collar crime, DUI, drug offenses, appeals, and more. And you can always get your legal questions answered by the Mad Dog, Manny Aurora, by getting those to me. And when he pops up on a show, you get your questions answered. So go to thebaileyshow.com and we'll get those questions to the Mad Dog. The Aurora Law Firm. He is the best in the business when it comes to therapists. There's no doubt about that. I use them, and so should you. We're talking about Dr. David Markwell with Ridgeline Counseling. He's got 10 therapists in-house, 3 different locations there in Georgia, one across from Sprayberry High School in Sandy Plains in East Cobb, Marietta near the Square in McKaysville, just outside of Blue Ridge. But if you're not in Georgia and you need to talk to the good doctor, then you can go online and get virtual sessions. Ridgeline Counseling at gmail.com if you'd like to email him directly, or go online to markwelltherapy.com. There is no better time to check if your insurance is any good. That's why FBC Insurance is waiting for you to reach out. You can call them at 888-308-1841 or email them info@fbcinsuranceservices.com. I just switched up my car insurance because I got a better deal at FBC Insurance. They were the people to find it. Perfect for new homeowners, especially if you're trying to reshop those current insurance policies. 5-star service, multi-policy, bundled discounts, and they're going to shop every carrier out there to find the best insurance for your house, flood, storm season, auto, motorcycle, boat, recreational vehicle, or just a personal policy. 888-308-1841 or go online, FBCInsuranceServices.com. Another one of our great sponsors in storm season. You have to talk to the good people at Alternate Power Solutions of Georgia. Family owned and operated. They are a Generac generator dealer, founded in 2012. So storm season, power goes out. Who knows when it's coming back on? Don't be that guy or girl that does not have a backup plan and having power for whatever it be, especially medical devices, fans, air conditioning, so on and so forth. Offering sales, service, installation, and repair of automatic home standby and portable generators, every single one of you. When you become a customer at Alternate Power Solutions of Georgia, you get an upgraded warranty, free monitoring, and warranty repair. A+ rating with the BB&B, and you pay nothing until the job is complete. Call or request a free home assessment. You can go to their website, poweringgeorgia.com, or buzz them at 770-853-7571. Use the discount code Bailey, my last name, and get $500 off your entire installation. All right? Servicing Georgia and Tennessee. Again, another great sponsor of the BS podcast that is going to come to your aid here during storm season. And I'm talking about Cliff Bratcher and Jayco Contracting. This one hits home for me because I needed advice from Cliff and Jayco Contracting when my mother got a hole in her roof. Now, Jayco Contracting helping the good folks out in Georgia. And if you're in Georgia, you call him this storm season just to know that you're going to be taken care of when that tree falls through your roof or your shingles come off or a hole hole somehow appears, right? They're a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning, licensed and insured roofing and gutter specialists covering all of Georgia. Keep in mind, if you've not gone through this process, Cliff and Jayco Contracting are going to take care of it from start to finish. That means dealing with the insurance companies. That can be a headache and a negotiation, and they're the best to do it. Commercial and residential satisfaction guaranteed. JaycoContracting.com, or 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You give Cliff Bratcher a call at 770-316-3876. Alive Ozone Therapy Spa in Altamont Springs, Florida. This is mine and my wife's wellness spa. If you have an autoimmune, cancer, HIV, just simple biohacking, long COVID, the answer is yes to just about anything that's going on in your body. Most of the time it starts with inflammation, and ozone therapy, it decreases inflammation. So ozone therapy, we are the first and only to do it in Central Florida. That is Alive Ozone Therapy Spa. We also offer red light therapy, halo therapy, pressotherapy, PMF grounding mat, as well as naturally in-house made ozone infused products like the magnesium butter that many of you absolutely love. Ozone therapy, what is it? Quickly, it repairs and rejuvenates your cells to the mitochondrial level by using activated oxygen. Simple as that. No side effects. That's all there is to it. It's a 30-minute session, and you actually burn up to 600 calories when you're in the Hocket sauna. We do it the most non-invasive way. So whether you're in the area or you want to travel, book an appointment, AliveOzoneTherapySpa.com. All the products you can get there as well. And remember, for you two peers, use the discount code BS10 to take that off those online products. If you want to be a sponsor of the show, reach out to me via thebaileyshow.com. And if you are a listener of this podcast and you need any of our great sponsors, please reach out to them. Now, let's begin.
Go ahead and leave a comment about how you deal with your children leaving home while I recover.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Our kids leaving the nest is never easy. So in order to cope, Jason and Rachel have decided to share the journey of their kids, Caleb and Ariel, or Beez as most know her. Follow the story in this podcast.
Honey, I raised the kids.
There it is. Episode 77 of Honey, I Raised the Kids. This is a podcast about us becoming empty nesters in the second stage of our lives. Very, very interesting stuff. All on the BPX, that is the Bailey Podcast Exchange. 3 different shows, 5 days a week, one feed, and you can get all of your details in the brand new website, jasonbailey.com. I mean, jasonbailey.com has been around for a while, but it's been redone, and it looks absolutely amazing. It is the best website I've ever had in my entire life of America. I'm very, very excited about it. Anyway, thanks for being here. My name is Jason Bailey. There is my lovely wife, Rachel Guy.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
That's clapping for me.
Thanks to our title sponsor, all of our sponsors. By the way, if you're going to use our sponsors, and I hope you do, please, when you do, tell them that the BPX or the Bailey Show or Honey, I Raised the Kids or the Vinyl Road podcast sent you, please. But our title sponsor is Once Upon a Coconut.
Oh, you got a little sweet treat tonight.
Yeah, this is the chocolate flavor. This is
delicious.
Sometimes you can't find that on onceuponacoconut.com, but if you choose to go,
because it sells out so quick.
Right, onceuponacoconut.com, use the discount code BS Podcast 10 at checkout. Save yourself some Geetuses. You'll get 10% off. I will give you my right arm if you don't like this.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, this is better than Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah,
was
100%.
Who were we talking? So who was it that I said it was better than Yoo-Hoo?
Dave.
Was it Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave is the rep, actually. My buddy, my fraternity brother, Dave Keller. He's the rep for Once Upon a Coconut. He's also a patient at Alive Ozone Therapy Spa. So I said to him, and he's got he's got younger kids. He's not an empty nester yet. And I said, when you stock us up again, because if you come into Alive, if we have any left, which we usually do, you get a free one on your way out because we want you to hydrate. And it's got all the good electrolytes and it's good for you and stuff. And I said, dude, the chocolate's better than Yoo-Hoo. And he's like, I don't drink Yoo-Hoo. I said, no, but you remember drinking Yoo-Hoo.
Nobody drinks Yoo-Hoo anymore.
And he says, oh, yeah, I remember drinking Yoo-Hoo. I said, okay. And it was delicious. And he says, oh, yeah, it was the best. That's my point. It's like nobody drinks as an adult, or you shouldn't, Strawberry Quick anymore, but it was delicious.
So good.
So good. No adults having push-up pops from the ice cream truck, But when you have that orange cream flavor, it reminds you of the push-up pops.
It's the best orange sherbet and toilet paper rolls ever.
Yeah, and is that what you used to call them when you were a kid?
Toilet paper rolls.
What did the kids like when what did Beez and Ariel like when
Beez and Caleb.
what did I say?
Beez and Ariel.
Yeah, Beez
Same person.
Same person. What did Beez and Caleb like from the ice cream truck?
Caleb would always get whatever like his favorite action guy was at the time. It would depend on who they would have. Like they would have Spider-Man because they always had the gumball eyeballs.
Yes.
Yeah, he liked those. And then Bees always like old school, the chocolate eclair guy.
Yeah.
The like with the crunchies on the outside.
Those are the
Her
best.
fave.
Yeah, and they have them in strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she liked the chocolate one.
Yeah, yeah. I liked those too.
Mm-hmm.
It was always such a conundrum. You know, you had $1.
Do you know what my favorite is?
Choco Taco.
Yes.
I knew it.
Oh my god, my fave. So
I knew it.
good.
Choco Taco.
I eat that. I'll eat a Choco Taco all day.
You always wanted to buy the Starburst one, like it was an actual pop and it had red, white, and blue. You always
the bomb pop.
Yeah, you always wanted that, but you never went there because there was always another option. Because it was either
it was giant.
You would either get like the actual ice pop, or do you want more cake ice cream pop?
You have to go like the ice cream pop.
Yeah, even as a kid, I would be like, if it's really hot, I want the ice pop.
So mom, when we were little, mom had always the Schwann's man. Do you know who that is?
Schwann?
Yeah, Schwann's.
No.
So in Maryland, this big old giant truck would drive around and it was the Schwann's man. And you could get the sherbet toilet paper tubes in bulk.
Oh no.
You could get the little juice guys and things in bulk, from the Schwann's man.
Schwann's man.
Yeah, so she would stock up the freezer outside.
Why do I feel like that's ringing a bell?
Because it's a Maryland thing. I'm sure that if you ask your mother, she knows about the Schwann's man. Schwann's.
That's a fun word.
Stop looking at me, Schwann.
Schwann's man. Stop looking at me, Schwann's man, with your pallets of ice cream pops.
So mom would stock up the freezer out in the garage, and we would always get in trouble because we'd leave the freezer open.
Ooh.
I know. And like melt everything. It would happen at least 3 or 4 times this summer.
But didn't that take away from like, you don't need to go to the ice cream man. We have them in the freezer already.
Yes.
Yeah. So that kind of killed that one.
Yeah. But we always had toilet paper pops.
It was kind of like my mom would never buy me a souvenir when we went places because she would always say we could get it cheaper somewhere else.
Yeah. But you know when she was cool with the ice cream man? When she had grandkids.
Oh, of course.
So our kids got ice cream man was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you could hear him a mile plus away.
Even if the Schwann's man was around,
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter. Ice cream truck was coming. We're taking the grandbabies outside to go get some ice cream.
So for those of you who are listening, I know you can't see it right now if you're watching on the Spotify feed, but I'm going to, or YouTube, but I'm going to tell you that Rachel is very upset.
I am.
She's sad. So we're going to try to get through this episode and be happy and laugh and be joyous.
I'm not happy about this situation.
Here's the situation.
It's a big situation.
Parents went away on a week's vacation. Okay, so no joke. Serious situation.
Real
serious
stuff.
Yep. Our daughter Beez, as most of you know, is at the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
We in Orlando are 9 hours away.
Yep.
And it is a long 9 hours.
It is.
If we were to move back to Atlanta, or if we would have moved back to Atlanta, we're not moving anywhere, but if we would have moved back to Atlanta, we would only be 3 hours
correct
away from Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
So like any college kid, every so often on the weekend, they want to get out of Dodge
and go home for the weekend.
Go home.
Mm-hmm.
If you're too far away to go home, you then do what?
Go with your friends to their home, their parents' home.
Like she did with her friend and her roommate and her sorority sister.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to Macon, Georgia.
Correct. With one of the other girls who her parents live in Indiana.
Okay.
So The girls with the parents that live farther away went to, and you know what? I'm happy that she went with Brandy and Jason because Brandy's making them a big old home cooked dinner. She's very excited to have all the girls. And I'm happy that they are going into that home.
Mhm.
However, that used to be our home with all of the girls.
Our house is a
Uh-huh.
very, very, very
And
fine house.
now we're too far away and she can't come home on the weekends. And she would come home like every other weekend to be at home for the weekend. Yes, she would, because she likes to be at home and she likes us. And she totally would do that if we lived close and it was a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that you think that.
Don't give me any justification. I'm real upset right now.
Here's the deal. I agree. I wish we were closer so she could come home more often.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, no
And
doubt.
she would.
Okay. She would not come home every other weekend. See, here's the pros and cons of living.
She would do at least once a month.
Maybe.
I promise.
Maybe.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Pros and cons of living close to home when you're in college.
Mm-hmm.
Pro is that whenever you need something or whenever you need to get away, it's a safety blanket, right? You can just go home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't have access to laundry, take your laundry. You don't need money, you need to eat, whatever the case may be. You need peace and quiet. You had to break up. You're fighting with your roommates. You've got to
need to sleep in your own bed.
Need to sleep in your own bed. You want to see your dog.
Mm-hmm.
You have a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
Pros.
Yep.
There are cons.
I don't think there are any, but please continue.
Cons would be they come home too often and they're not experiencing going through all those issues on their own by themselves, dealing with it and having to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel good, but you learn a lot.
Grow up on her own time. It is not on my time.
Well, your time is just about up.
No, it's not. My time is never up.
Oh, easy, Cheetah.
Babe, if we lived closer, then I could just show up at her house and she would be so happy.
Oh my God, please. That's another problem with being close to your kid in college. You don't want crazy mom.
I'm not crazy mom. I'm fun.
Did you just hear yourself?
Yeah, I would just show up and she'd be like, Mom, I'm so happy to see you.
No, she would not.
Why not?
Yeah, maybe the first time, second time, possibly.
Hey, that's not true.
Third time, she's calling 5-0.
No, she's going to be like, Ma, this is the best day ever.
Then she's
Can you bring Harry next time?
No, then she's going to have that uncomfortable conversation. I love you, but I just don't need you here this much. Please let me know when you're coming by.
She would never.
You don't think she would, but
Nope.
you would force her to do it.
I'm not going to force her to do it.
You would.
Beez.
You would
Hey.
if we lived that close.
Beez.
So I think it's probably beneficial that we don't. Look, let me tell you something.
Please tell me. Are you going to make me feel better?
Yes.
Are you? I don't think you are, but please continue.
We can agree.
Mm-hmm.
I turned out pretty normal.
Okay. You're real normal. Here, bye. Go to school. See ya. It worked out great for you. I'm so proud of you. You know what? I could just. What if? You know what? Let's role play for a minute. If I was your mom, okay, all right, just pretend for a minute. If I was your mom, and I dropped you off at school, and I was like, bye. That's how you turned out. But if I was your mom as me for Beez, you would have been like, Ma, oh, can I get a couple extra dollars for beer? Oh, Mom, are you going to come next weekend? Will you do my laundry again? Babe.
I would still be hanging on your nipples.
Probably.
Yeah, I would still be breastfeeding.
But you know what? She would be okay with that.
No. Okay, look. Back to my story.
Okay, back to the part that you're going to make me feel better because it hasn't happened yet.
Because you haven't let me tell the story.
All right,
I haven't even started the story.
Please continue.
We can agree that I'm normal. I turned out pretty good.
Okay.
Great, even.
All right.
Mentally, physically, spiritually. I'm top notch,
Okay.
top dog.
That's why we got Tiny Jesus at the spa.
Correct. Part of me.
To save you.
Part of that growing up, outside of the dysfunction
Mm-hmm.
as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
getting beat up by the first stepdad, being at the house by myself at a young age,
Yeah.
figuring things out, never having a father. That's minor.
Oh, okay.
It
I
really,
think that's like trauma, but okay.
it really kicked in college.
Mm-hmm.
My freshman year in college, I had to be there 3 weeks before school started.
Yep.
For football.
Mm-hmm.
They put me in an upperclassman dorm.
Yep.
None of the upperclassmen were there yet.
Mm-hmm.
All of the incoming freshmen and the people that I got to know were in another dorm down the hill, okay, far away, having a good time, partying all the time, playing video
So
games.
you're by yourself. You were born by yourself.
Literally by myself.
Yeah.
And the rooms were like, you walk in a door from the outside, and then you have this little common area with no furniture, just a space. And then there's 4 doors that were rooms.
Not like it is today.
Oh, no. And then one communal bathroom with a shower and 2 toilets with no divider in between them.
Oh, my God.
Really weird. And a sink.
So gross.
So I'm in there by myself, and at first I was like, well, this is great. I've got all this room, and I can stretch out, a lot of room for activities and all kinds of stuff.
I can party all by myself.
But I remember, and I was told this before I went to college, by a lot of people. It was told to all of us, you'll get homesick and all these other things. I was like, I'm not getting homesick. You kidding me? But I did. It hit hard. The person that I went to, I didn't go to my mom. I called my high school football coach.
Yeah.
But again,
he was your constant. He was like your parental figure. You went to him for everything.
Well, not everything, but yeah, for this I did. But again, in those days, this is the early 90s. You couldn't call all the time and at any time. You had to call after 6 and non-peak hours, and you want to do it.
You had to walk uphill, no shoes in the snow,
all that stuff. So anyway, it was 10 hours plus 11 hours to get to Sarasota from Wingate, North Carolina.
Yep.
So, a lot of guys would go home on the weekend because a lot of those guys that went to that school lived in North Carolina or South Carolina. They lived in Charlotte.
So it wasn't far. So it was like a 3-4 hour drive.
Right.
Right.
So again, weekend comes, I'm by myself, so I'm having to make friends that are people that live on campus, that stay on campus and stuff like this. But, I wanted to go somewhere. So I, occasionally I would make the 12-hour drive just to go home for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Which was pretty pointless because there's nobody really home to do anything with. Everybody's off at college, so there's nobody I really missed is the point. So I would start to go home with my roommates. I'd go to Lancaster, North Carolina,
with their families.
Right. Rock Hill, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, all these different places, and do theirs and go and hang out with them. And it was probably better for me to do that, to be honest with you, because I got to experience all these different walks of life in these different areas. I mean, you're going walks of life. You went to South Carolina, dude. Have you ever gone to Rock Hill, South Carolina? It is a different world.
Hey, what kind of different world is she going to Macon, Georgia? She grew up in Georgia.
Yeah, I understand that, but she gets to experience different families, the way they do things, different town, different city. It's just, instead of A and B, she gets now A, B, C, D, E. She gets a little bit of everything. She gets to experience that freedom to be able to do those types of things. So I'm just saying, it's not the end of the world.
What part of this is supposed to make me feel better?
That last part that I just said.
No.
It's not the end of the world. That's supposed to make you feel better. If I were to say it's the end of the world, that would have made you feel horrible.
It is the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Just because your daughter's within a stone throw of you from.
I know. You know what? I should have, when I got off work today, should have just cruised on to Macon.
You should have.
I know. I should have. If I didn't have to work tomorrow morning.
Meet her at Fazoli's.
I would have. I would have cruised right on 5 hours on up to Macon.
We'll see her soon.
In November.
Yeah, it's soon. It's going to be here before no time.
So long.
It's not that long.
Wait, what if I just go for a little while and say, "Hi, Beez."
You never know. She might come down. I mean, she
She's
might.
coming home for Thanksgiving. That's
Yeah.
the next time that she has a long break.
Okay.
So she'll be home for that.
Okay. Well, maybe she wants to come home one weekend and she just comes home. She just says, maybe next weekend she's coming home.
Yeah,
You never know.
maybe.
So
But, but did you plan that with Beez? Did you buy her a plane ticket?
to next
To-
weekend?
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Oh.
saying maybe some weekend she'll drive down is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet. So still not feeling better yet.
No, just let's make this very clear. That's not a definite thing. I don't know that's a fact. I'm just saying that.
You didn't get me excited.
No, I'm giving.
Beez is coming.
I'm giving you hope that
Beez is coming.
there's plenty of weekends between now and Thanksgiving that
Yeah.
she might possibly drive down one weekend because she wants to come home.
Yeah, I think the next long weekend that they have for school is Halloween weekend. And that's a big weekend at school. Like nobody goes home because they have parties and things to go to.
Right. Exactly. So
what is that? Why is that exactly?
well, again, she's got her priorities, and her priorities are school and her.
All right, well, maybe we need to educate her on her priorities. Me.
No, you need to be educated on your daughter's priority, and that's coming from me.
I do.
No.
When she FaceTimes me and I'm like, Beez, I love you.
Yeah, you should be just content with that, because as much as you're able to talk to your daughter while she's at college is probably 10 times more than most parents talk to their kids.
Yeah, I talk to Beez like 900 times a day.
Right.
Every day.
And I don't think it's forced.
No, not at all.
No, you guys call each other.
Yep. Yeah, she'll call me and be like, Ma, I'm just like, she FaceTimed me the other day and she was doing her makeup. She was just talking to me while we were doing her makeup. Right. And she's on FaceTime. So we had to make a executive decision on the fact that our eyebrows were the correct size and location.
Big decisions.
Yeah.
Big decisions.
She's in the camera like this.
Big decisions.
I'm like, hold on, turn your head that way. Don't go that one. Fix that one.
So if you actually thought about just continuing to drive to Macon after you left the spa.
I did.
Did you even contemplate turning around and going back and meeting the HVAC guys?
No.
They
were not on my time because they were late. That's not my problem.
We had another issue at the spa.
I know.
So it's been a thing the last like month and a half. We had a leak issue, and then there was some renovations that had to be done because of the damage, and it was a back and forth with the landlord, and it was a lot.
It was so much.
It was a lot. It killed us last month.
It did not make me a happy camper.
No. So anyway, like just last week, everything is done. I go in, I think it was the other weekend, and putting the TVs up, new TVs, and getting everything back in working order and organized and
back to normal.
And now it's perfect. Everything is perfect. We are back and ready to go. We're having a great September. We have we had a great ladies' day the other weekend. We have a super ladies' day coming up on September 28th, which, by the way, any ladies in and around Central Florida that hear, that you watch the podcast or you hear and you follow on social media and hear us talking about Alive Ozone Therapy Spa in Altamont Springs, Central Florida's first and only ozone therapy spa. And you're like, oh, those things sound cool, but either I don't know or I don't have time or something like that. So we do these ladies' days usually once a month, and they're free. And we take a select group of people. And when I say select, it's first come, first serve. And you come in and you do all the trial sessions of ozone therapy, halo therapy, red light therapy, presso therapy, so on and so forth. You get discounts on packages. You get discounts on products like the magnesium butter or the tallow and all that stuff. And we supply mimosas and snacks, and we give you
and some women's health education
and silky robes. And it's just really nice.
It's fun.
4-hour day, right? Well, the next one is like a super ladies' day.
Mm-hmm.
We have a special guest, this woman, her name is Hope Clark.
Yeah.
And she does these aromatherapy feet massages.
She works with doTERRA oils. and she's gonna teach you how to do some hand massages, and we're gonna do some foot soaks. And so there's a lot of different options of fun lady things that are gonna be added to our Ladies' Day on the 28th.
Yeah. So we're going to split the ladies. We're taking more than we normally take.
Mhm.
So far the sign up has been great. And I mean, by the time this airs, it could be done. I don't know, but I know while we're recording this, there's only a few spots left. So anyway, if that interests you, the best place, well, you can email us alive@aliveozonetherapyspa.com. But if you go to the Alive Ozone Therapy Spa Facebook page, there's a QR code and a link that you can directly sign up, and
Yep.
you'll be confirmed. So you can go and do that off. There's an event for it pinned up at the top, so you can't miss it. It's also on the Instagram at Alive Ozone Therapy Spa. So anyway, we've had these. So
Everything was put back together.
everything was put back together. Yeah,
And then today,
the air was bothering us last couple days.
Yeah, it's been a little warm.
So something's been off.
Yep. But today,
you find this.
It was 80 degrees.
Circle on the tile, like in the ceiling, like wet spots. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, I got to contact this landlord guy.
And the thermostat wasn't working.
Even on. So he tries to get his guy, which he has a problem with me having my guy. So I just have to back off now and just wait. So he tries to get a hold of his guy, and nothing's happening. His guy's not getting back to him. So he finally just calls. I'm assuming this is what he did. He just called another HVAC service. And, they're like, they're going to be there between 1 and 5. So like towards the end of the day on this day, he emails me and he says, hey, look, they're going to be later, like 5 to 7.
Nope.
Or tomorrow. I email him back and I say, and every between emails is like 20 minutes. And I emailed back and I said, tomorrow morning, earlier the better, please. Thank you. 20 minutes later, he emails me and he's like, they're going to be there in 10 minutes. Rach had already left.
I'm already on my way home, and Kinsey was finishing up.
Yeah, so she had to stay late.
She had to stay late and like babysit.
Yeah, the guys were there for like 3 hours.
They were there for so long.
So like, what was wrong with it? A lot. I guess this broke, that didn't work, that stopped. And it's a commercial unit, like a commercial HVAC unit. So, they're starting to leave, and I get a guy on the phone. I'm like, dude, you never told me why it was leaking. I'm assuming it's the drain line, but he's like, we didn't see any leaks. Like I told you, there's a tile and you can't miss it. They're all white except for that one. It's got a wet spot in it. So they go back in with the ladder and they go up there. They were going to leave before cleaning the drain line. And he goes, well, I said, what was above it? The drain line. I said, so was the drain line? Well, yeah, it had to have been. I'm glad you freaking went back there.
Thank you for coming back to fix it.
Jesus.
Appreciate you.
Like that's one of the reasons, like it's plain as day. Even if you didn't know there was a leak, you would know that there's a leak.
Because it's wet.
Yeah, it's driving me insane.
It was funny.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like my mother. Remember when I first reconnected with her? It was like AC, like she didn't have AC because all the cat piss killed the AC and
it corroded it.
Never seen anything like that in my entire life, America.
No. Now we got different things going on with your mom.
I talked about that on the BS.
Did you?
I talked with Ben and Fox about possibly moving my mother.
Well, we have
into
concerns.
Yeah, we have a lot of concerns.
We have concerns.
Yeah.
Because her eyesight is going and she should not be driving, even though
she does.
She does. And that like stresses me out. And then she goes to surgery and doesn't tell us.
Yeah.
And she remembers, and I know it frustrates you, but she's like tells you stories from when you were little. Do you remember when you were 8 years old? Because she can remember those things so vividly, but she doesn't remember you telling her Max's name, the dog's name, 6 different times at our house the other day.
She questions everything I post.
Why? What?
So I posted. So a couple of weeks ago on the BS podcast, which is, on this feed, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesdays are free. Tuesday and Thursdays are for subscribers. So if you would please subscribe, I would appreciate that very much so. There's thousands of hours of content, and then they're good shows. And we have great guests on and all kinds of good stuff. But you can go to the new and improved jasonbailey.com, and it's very easy to subscribe. Just see the subscribe button, you hit it, and you're rocking and rolling. So we talked about this. It was a big story a couple weeks ago about Philly Karen. And it was a Karen woman, the Karen, she's in the outfield at the Philadelphia Phillies game. This guy catches a ball, she and this other guy go after a home run. The guy gets it, and then, or she gets it and steals it, or tries to take, or he gets it and gives it to the kid, and she comes over and yells at him or something like that. Y'all listening know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we're talking about that. And I said, baseballs are for kids, not going to a baseball game, but meaning that if you're at a baseball game and there's a foul ball or a home run,
give it to the little kid.
Give it to the little kid. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I found this video. It popped up in my feed it was like a montage of all these really cool moments where not only adults were giving the baseballs to kids, but other kids were giving baseballs to other kids.
Like little boys giving them to the little
girls and stuff. It's really cute. So I made a post and I said, baseballs are for kids, Philly Karen and all that stuff. Anyway, so I remember talking to her later that day and she's like, Jace, when'd you go to all those baseball games?
Oh, no.
I said, I'm sorry. You posted videos of you at baseball games. I said, no, Mom, I wasn't at any of those baseball games. Then why'd you post it? Like, she doesn't read the post. And obviously she's not listening to the show because she doesn't know how.
Yeah.
She thinks the podcast is what I post every day on social media, the little clips.
So hold on. She still doesn't know that we know that she took our wine.
She does not know that. I've not brought that up yet.
That's awesome.
And I do have the video footage.
I know.
I have the video footage.
I found it.
Yeah. So that episode a couple weeks back, it was my mother that stole the wine from our house. We have her on camera.
So you know what's going to happen next is we build an addition on the house. Your mom's got her own little space.
She's going to steal shit from inside the house and take it to her house. You're going to
have to set up a camera so that on the wine cooler, so that it catches her in the act of taking my wine and taking it back to her little space.
Hey, look, what did I want to do when we first moved in? I wanted a camera inside. You told me I wasn't allowed to have it.
It's a granny cam.
Granny cam.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want to do is, the idea is, so this is a technically 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Mm-hmm.
And on one side of the house is the master with the master bath. That's ours. Then on the other side of the house, there are 2 bedrooms side to side and a shared bathroom. One is Beez's room, and then there's the bathroom. Then there's a guest room.
Mm-hmm.
The guest room, and thank God Beez has that room, and the guest room is that one because that's on the outside wall of the house, is to take that wall down or partially down and then open it up and do like another 500 or 600 square feet.
Yeah.
Which would
just
give
to
her
make it a little like in-law suite type deal.
She called me today and asked, well, I got some stuff I haven't told you. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So she called me today.
I need the Joan update.
Now, I just pitched my mother this idea. I know I talked about it on the BS last week.
Yeah.
But I just pitched
it took a little bit of process too, because we've been talking about this for a few months. Since all of the health things have been going on and different conversations, it's been an ongoing conversation for you to get yourself prepared and we move in the right direction.
Right. So I pitched her the idea the other day, a couple days ago. And I told her how it would play out and how it would work. I started asking around to some friends on how much it would cost. I still don't have a definite, but it's not cheap. Have a way to pay for it. Not a problem. And I tell her about the idea and she was interested, but there's a caveat to it because she can't bring all of her dogs.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now, the oldest dog should have been put down a long time ago. Better for the dog. The youngest dog can come with her.
He has to be fixed though.
He has to be fixed. The middle dog, the big dog, she should have never gotten. I know she loves him and he's a good dog, but she shouldn't have got him.
He's a Great Pyrenees. That's a giant freaking dog. That's like a horse.
And he shouldn't be in that house anyway. He needs to be in like a yard.
To run
To run.
and yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so big.
Can't bring the cats because I'm allergic to them.
No.
Not happening.
Nope.
Can't bring raccoons, parrots, whatever else she has got in there. So,
She does have a lot of cats. Sorry.
so I told her that, and I explained to her, and what I said to her was, look, I know you are still willing and able, and you've got your motor skills for the most part, and you don't want to go into a home or something. You're not ready for that. I get that. I go, and you made the comment to me the other day that, well, Graham lived by herself up until she died. And I thought a lot about that comment because I was like, you are correct. That is right. She did. My grandmother passed away at 90. I think 89. I think she was just shy. But my grandmother lived by herself her entire life, after her husband died when I was a kid. I never knew my grandfather. So I would walk in on my grandma. I mean, she lived in Glen Burnie, Maryland, or Annapolis, Maryland, in a very small 1-bedroom apartment that was in a place that wasn't the greatest of places, but it was affordable.
Right.
She lived off of like $250 a month. And there was, her bedroom, there was a living room, there was a kitchen, there was a bathroom, and that was it. And I would, go from the bath, walk in, whatever the case may be. I'd come in and my grandmother would be sitting in the living room in a chair facing out the window, talking to one of her children that has passed.
Oh.
And throughout the week, unless somebody came and visited her,
that's where she was.
That's what she was doing. And the only people that visited her was me and my mom.
Yeah.
And it wasn't every day, but as often as
sad.
possible. Right. Very sad. Absolutely very sad. And I didn't realize how sad it was when I was a kid, but as I got older, especially now, and actually that comment really made me realize how sad that really was.
Well, and she needed more help than even what I guess your mom realized, because she had doctor's appointments and she didn't drive.
She never had a license.
And just that end care that needs to happen.
Well, this is what I told my mom. I said, Mom, you're right. Graham didn't need anybody. Well, she did need people to take her to doctor's offices and stuff like that. I said, Graham did live by herself up until she died. You are correct. But did she really live by herself up until she died? Did she live? She lived.
Yeah.
But did she live?
She sat in a chair and talked to ghosts.
And that's
sad.
It really, I think, resonated with my mother. I could hear a change, a click, and even following up when she called me to ask me about it. And there's more to that story in a second. But she, I said, you living here, you could go out to lunch with us. You could go to the park with us. You could be around all of our dogs. You would have a big yard. You'd have a pool.
Well, and if we go to
nice neighborhood,
my parents' house or my sister's house and see the baby, and she wants to do that and see the kids,
right?
She'd go with us.
Yeah. So I go, you can then live instead of being stuck in that small place like Graham was
by yourself
up until the day she died. It's not the best area to live. Not that the surrounding areas around here are great, but our neighborhood's good, and I got plenty of firearms that will be safe and sound for a good while. So, and plenty of ammunition. So I think that resonated with her. So anyway, ironically enough, coincidentally enough, I get an email the other day from a woman that used to be my mother's best friend, like even before I was born.
Okay.
And I remember this woman. She was a heavyset woman. She was always very nice, very sweet. You know what's crazy?
What?
I should email her back. I just remember this.
What?
Okay, so my stuffed animals that I still have.
Yes.
There is a stuffed animal in there that is a monkey that has got a wire tail.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
He's brown and he's brown. She gave me that monkey in the hospital when I got some shot in my butt.
Why are you getting shots in your butt when you're a kid?
I forget. It was I think it was
something.
a vaccination or something.
Huh.
They shot me in my butt and I remember crying and flipping out, and she gave me the monkey, and I was just so
nice.
stoked about it. I love that monkey because you could bend the tail and it could hang on things. I should email her back. That'd make her feel good. So she reaches out to me via email,
which is very impressive.
What, that she knew how to email?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well,
the lady.
first that she found you, and second that she emailed you.
Yeah. So she emails me and she says, look, I'm trying to get hold of your mom. I guess they had a falling out some years ago or something over politics, some stupid. She says, I'm not in the best of health and I want to talk to her. I said, sure.
Okay.
So I give my mom's number and stuff. So they finally connected.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they finally
You didn't
connected.
tell.
And my mother was very excited when I told her that she emailed me.
Mhm.
She was like, I didn't unfriend. This is what she said. She goes, she unfriended me on Facebook. I didn't unfriend her. I go, oh my God. Even people that are 80 years old argue about, like, who cares who unfriended who? She's like, she's the one that did it. I didn't unfriend her.
You know what? I have to believe your mom on that one because her tech skills versus your mom's tech skills are very, very different.
Tech skills. I think you said text.
Tech skills.
Yeah.
I mean, she found you and she emailed you. And
well, I don't think my mother would know how to unfriend anyone.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So they talked and I talked to her afterwards and she sounded like she was very excited to talk to her old friend, but she was very sad because this woman is younger than my mother and she's not doing well, sadly and unfortunately, at all.
Okay.
She's very, very heavy and she's in a nursing home and it's not going well. I'm assuming why the phone call, right?
Sure.
And so it's very, very sad. And I think it made my mother think a lot about what I said the other day. Just the timing kind of matched up.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to tie into something we talked about the other day too.
Okay.
So she calls me and she's telling me the story and she goes, and she switches gears quickly in phone conversation. Just like, totally. It's like that thing in
Squirrel.
Men in Black, and like you just totally forget and you move on.
Yeah.
She goes, so she switches gears. She goes, oh, Jace, I wanted to ask you something, Jace. I wanted to ask you, this idea about the building the thing for me on the side of your house and moving in. And I go, yeah. Now I'm surprised she brought it up. I was like, yeah. What about it? Is it going to have a kitchen? And I said, I go, funny you say that because Rach and I were talking about that the other day. And I don't think there's a need for a kitchen.
I hope that Joan hears this and learns how to listen to this podcast because I'm Team Joan. I said, it needs a little baby kitchen so she can make her own little snacks.
Well,
I did say that.
You did. I just didn't think it was necessary.
It is for a lady
to have a kitchen.
Gotta have
because
kitchen.
you're like literally right next to the kitchen.
Doesn't matter. It's her little space.
I said, it's just going to cost more.
She just needs to make a little kid. Look, just a little baby guy so that she can make her snacks when she wants to make her snacks.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you can put in a kitchen. I mean, it's going to cost more money, but no, well, I didn't think and I didn't know how to say this. What I was trying to say is for resale purposes, but essentially what that is saying is when you're gone,
Well, resale side of things, I mean, it's in-law suite. That's ideal.
Yeah. So she goes,
a little baby kitchen would be a good idea.
Then she says this, she goes, well, you should really think about the kitchen. The kitchen's, I think a kitchen you should put in there because here's the thing is that, when I die.
Oh my God, she did it. You didn't have to do it. She did it.
She did.
Yeah.
When I die, you can just rent the place out.
Well, we won't be doing that.
I said, nope.
But for marketing purposes, when we sell the house, it can be a mother-in-law suite.
I'd rather live on the streets than rent a room in my house.
No, not going to happen.
Out to a total stranger.
Beez, you want the little apartment next to us? Get connected. You want a mother-in-law suite? You got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Done.
So anyway, that's all in the works. You can see that we're very, very busy people right now.
Very busy.
Very busy people. So, all right, let's.
I got a whole new house to plan.
Right. Exactly. Then I told her. She goes, "Well, what can I bring with me?" I said, "Well,
did you say nothing?"
No, I said, "Well, of course you're going to want your bedroom furniture. I know that's important to you. Your bed. It's this old bulky dark wood furniture." I was like, "Of course you're going to want that." I said, but you're not bringing the couch. I said, it's just not happening. I was like, that entertainment center, I don't think there's any emotional value to that. You just got to get that thing out of there.
That big wooden piece. What's it called? It's like a hutch or something that she has.
It's huge and heavy.
Yes. but it's hers and it means something to her. And it has all of those teacups on it
Jesus.
that are a something. And like people collect those and stuff. And she had initially, she was going to, I think, give them to your niece.
Oh, that's right. There was a story behind that, wasn't
But
there?
there was a something.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would be, I don't know who those are going to now.
Me
Or Beez.
or Beez? Well,
Yeah,
me to Beez.
the
Yeah.
girl thing.
Well, here's another thing. So, she calls me at like an odd time.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking something's wrong. So I pick up.
Yeah.
She gets right to it. She goes, Jason, I need help.
Okay.
I was like, Jesus, okay, what's going on? She goes, I posted something on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my God.
And I'm getting all these people responding to me.
Stop.
And they're telling me that my price is too low. They can't believe that I'm selling it for this price.
What's she selling?
Corningware.
Oh my God. Why is she selling it? Give it to me.
Now, this Corningware is very old, but is like in impeccable shape.
Yeah.
And it's special, like it's special because I guess it's got the made in the USA under it. And
Faye, all you have to say is Graham's Corningware and everybody wants it.
Right. She's got all these pieces. I mean, tons and tons of these pieces.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And they're like worth $300, $400, $500 a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably sell it and make like 10 to 15 to 20,000.
I don't want to sell it. I want to use it.
So she's like, there's no burn marks or nothing. And so I guess some nice people messaged her and said,
oh, that's nice.
Hey, look, you're selling this way too low, but if you are selling it, he goes, the one guy's like, I'm out of town, but my brother is on standby. He'll be over there in 20 minutes.
So do you know that it really bothers me that your mother's putting things on Facebook Marketplace because she's old and I don't want people going to her door.
She says they're not. I don't believe her.
Which, yeah, I agree with that. But if they are, then she's got strangers coming to her front door and she's 80. And if they are not, she's meeting them somewhere. That means she's driving.
Yeah. Damn to do, damn to dumb.
Both not good.
Anyway, back to the cornware. She goes, what do I do? I don't want to sell it now. But is that bad? Am I going to get in trouble? I said, well, I mean,
just mark it as sold.
Who's going to get you in trouble? She's like, will I never be able to sell Facebook Marketplace again?
Oh, no, Facebook, please.
I said, well, you might get in trouble if you get reported. I said,
somebody come get her.
I said, just put sold on there. Just say you sold it.
Yeah.
And then you could put it back up there at a later date for a higher price. And I said, but look, she goes, I would have given it to you, but you say you don't want anything else. You don't have any room for it. I said, Mom, there's tiers of things that I'll accept.
She just needs to ask me from here on out.
Probably.
Yeah, she just needs to ask me.
You're kind of a hoarder too. So no, it does have to fun.
If she asked me on Corningware, I would have been like, yes, Joan.
Yeah, well, I told her yes.
Stock my kitchen up.
So she's going to give it to us and then, we'll figure it out. And,
all right.
All those good things.
That means we have to go pick it up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or we'll pack it up.
Yeah,
when we move her.
I don't know.
She's ready.
Yeah, she is. She does sound ready. She does sound ready.
Well, she's got to be excited that she's not going to be by herself.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a fun little vacation.
Yeah. All right. Please, this entire week, we've got 3 different shows, 5 days a week, starting with this one, Honey, I Raised the Kids. Please follow us on social media on Instagram at Honey, I Raised the Kids. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the BS, the Bailey Show podcast, which is a guy show that women love to listen to. Dane Cook is on this week. Also, the Mad Dog and my buddy Magic Man's going to join us for one of the episodes. If all goes well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with Tuesday and Thursday being subscriber episodes. So please subscribe. It's only $4.99 a month, and it helps the cause. Just think of it like you're donating it to charity, right? Go to jasonbailey.com to get that information. Just go to the subscribe section. Then on Fridays, it's the Vinyl Road podcast. And again, at the Vinyl Road podcast on Instagram, at Listen to the BS on Instagram. The BS has other social medias like Facebook and YouTube channel, which is growing. So if you want to be a part of that, I get subscribers on that every day. That's, of course, free, but it's still at The Bailey Show on YouTube. And there's content and whatnot up there. So please, if you can help the cause, and also share our content that is posted on social media. It's great now. Instagram has got a repost option, which is fantastic. But if you sat through this episode, if you listen every week, and I see it, there are people that do it. If you can just go to social media and post about it or send a link out or say something nice. That would go very, very far and help the cause. Okay. Appreciate that very much. Thanks to our sponsors once again. Thanks to our title sponsor, Once Upon a Coconut, onceuponacoconut.com. Use the discount code BS Podcast 10 at checkout. Save yourself some Gatises. That's money for those that don't know. And if you are a business and you are interested in sponsoring all of the shows, you get all the shows for one price. Just reach out to me. And now it's really easy to get my information on jasonbailey.com. All right. Bet, you got anything before we get out?
Hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to drive to Georgia.
All right. Everybody say bye to Rach. Bye, Rach.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. All right. Thanks for listening. You're doing some drinking. I understand. I get it. If you had too much, please don't get behind the wheel of a car. I've lost way too many friends like that, or post dumb stuff on social media. You'll lose too many friends like that. All right. Talk to you soon. And bye.
I realize not everyone feels this way. And if you are okay with this stage of your life, honestly, more power to you.
Thanks for listening. Get more information at episodesonthebaileyshow.com.
Honey, I raised the kids.
3 different shows, 5 days a week, 1 feed, details, and to subscribe, jasonbailey.com.